Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, I am playing as this giant character for two reasons when it comes down to this monster episode. For one reason, the Gigas are coming next week, or a Gigas, and I thought, who better to play than this giant character on a map now where you can't even see me because I'm so giant. The game can't even handle it. And he turns into a dragon. And I picked a dragon because of the monsters. But overall, I was pretty certain that we were gonna get out of this village, but I guess the show had other plans and wants to spend its time here for a little bit longer, which I don't really have a problem with. I don't see anything wrong with the Harpy Lady Village and stuff like that, especially seeing how certain people are just making their way here to cause even more trouble. So it was a fun episode overall. Um, the one friend who is the spider girl, she is definitely a problem. So I kind of saw that already just by the way she was kind of already pushing up on the snake girl and the previous episodes of her just like showing up trying to see the doctor all the time, but she kept missing them. So it was kind of funny that the one time she finally does catch him, it's like, oh god, would you please leave us alone? So this week really just focuses on this Arachne girl simply because of how she's already kind of making a problem of the forest by leaving her silk threads all over, even though it doesn't look like threads at all when they get on the people. It's all something else. Uh, but after finding out like who was the cause of it and who actually, kind of is bringing that problem, it was handled relatively quickly, even though she's still setting up traps, trying to catch people in her nets, even after she was asked not to do so. But it looks like she came all this way to see the phoenix feathers that we had taken care of in last week's episode, so it's kind of interesting just to see why she does the things that she does, and it looks like she just does it because she can, right? Like she just goes out and messes with her best friend, or goes and looks out for a target that she has in mind, stuff like that. And I thought it was pretty funny. I'm looking forward to seeing what else she's gonna wind up getting herself into, because whatever she gets herself into, it seems like she just drags other people along for the ride, which is also funny. uh, but yeah, I really do think this show has some really good things going for it, but at the same time, it kind of is me begging the question is how long can they keep this up, right? Like, how long can they keep introducing monsters? How long can they make these monsters actually worth watching? Yada yada yada. And because of all that, I am just interested in what they're going to do about just like certain characters in general at times. Where is this option? Um, but yeah, I don't really see too many. There it is. God, I hate that. I don't see too many things popping off in this show that isn't really kind of like straightforward explained. For instance, even the giants, or the giant that is moving around, was showcased this week's episode, but yet was never actually introduced or really given, a reason why it was doing what it was doing. It just was like, yeah, this is clearly a thing that's going to come sooner or later, so just be prepared for it. Which then in the previews they actually show a little bit of the character. So it's stuff like that that gives you the clear indicators that this show has a schedule to get by. It has certain things it's gonna do before the season ends, and maybe after a while, maybe we can see it come to a conclusion where it starts to just do stuff to do stuff. Because at this point, every single episode, we're kind of introduced to either a new creature, or we're introduced to a new problem that needs to be solving that keeps us in an area for longer. A simple but effective way of just, having the characters doing things without really needing to force a situation every single time. But the giants showing up is definitely one of the situations that are being forced upon, because like I said, they could have been out of this village quite a bit ago, but now we have a second reason. Wait, no. So, God, this show is so interesting. I'm thinking about it, man. All right, let's talk about everything that's just happened in the Harpy village. We were traveling there, and once during the travel, we end up having the centaur, or the centaur ladies. One of them got hurt, so then not only did we have to treat the one that was hurt, and the harpies took care of that mostly, we then had to figure out why the other one wasn't so good at her job once her buddy who protects the main girl with her was gone. So that was a whole entire episode in itself. Then we take care of the harpy, whose wings are still like growing in and she couldn't fly. So there you go, there's two scenarios in the one area. Then this week's episode, the spider lady shows up and causes everybody trouble, even the doctor, even the friend, and he gets choked out by the snake towards the end of it all. Um, and last but not least, probably, since there's probably going to be some more, we have the giant showing up that supposedly wrecks everything in its path. That's clearly going to keep our main characters put in this area yet again, or maybe they're going to follow the giant and that will be their way of exiting out of this village. But just know that that's how many different things popped off in this one adventure, right? Like things just keep happening, and I don't know if it's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. If people don't like this village, then it's definitely a bad thing for them. If you don't care about where they are or where the setting is, and you just came here to see the characters, then you're totally fine as well. So it's these types of things that are very clear cut to me, that they can just do it and it works, right? Like there's all right, well, whatever. Let's keep throwing these predicaments at the screen, and I think people will keep coming back. But yeah, I keep coming back, and I guess I'll see you guys next week's episode. Definitely let me know what you're enjoying about this, what you're not overall, and I will definitely talk to you sooner than later, because I got one more video I want to drop. If I haven't dropped any already when this one comes out, then there's going to be 2 videos I'm going to be dropping, so look out for that. And I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the anime G, who is a dragon now, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.